The politics of Nigeria is often like warfare. But this is not because it's instinctive or even innate or natural. Our politics is largely based on our understanding of what political excellence should be. Nigeria is currently in its fourth republic. The presidential constitution that we are using is modeled on that of the United States. It is in effect mirroring many of the contents of the social politics of the US without the context or their history. It is meant to be a representative democracy that often plays out the same money politics on a much smaller scale. But shouldn't it be a participatory democracy considering the number of young people we have? We also have a federal system, like the US federal system, but we have a deficit of accountability on local levels. Our states do not have their own constitution, and our local governments do not have mayors. So there is no direct local accountability played out in our politics. This has not stopped us from borrowing the same binary notion, like Democrats and Republicans. We have our PDP and APC. In fact, without the ideological divides that are pronounced, but the same elite capture that is apparent in the US. It would appear that in being less participatory, we are creating a culture of cynicism and conflict. Because of our existing ethnic competitions, we end up with something even more dangerous than what we are seeing play out in the US. Our history shows that we have allowed our obsession with ethnic boundaries to fuel our own contribution to the transatlantic enslavement of our people and also the trans-Saharan version. It is important as we go into this democracy that we stop the winner-takes-all mentality and shift our direction from one where when elections are done, the vilification of the government that won starts. We choose melodramatic amplifications of any mistakes or missteps. We present them as epitome of evil and a failure. We ignore any progress they've made in order to make sure that we know that next time we should be the ones willing. Of course, there are inevitable gaps between expectations and performance reality. So in delegitimizing the current government, we create a situation where the inherent distrust of government becomes cynicism and a dislike for institutions becomes a national crisis and a parody. We forget that as the country evolves from a nation towards a country, we are creating the kind of damaging poison that prevents us from coalescing together for our younger people and creating generational excellence. We as a country create a situation where our country is ungovernable and it's impossible for us to compete and complete to become a more appreciative politics where people do well, but we can challenge them by saying we can do better than what they've done. It is not really necessary to create the kind of populist dissatisfaction that we have excelled in and appear to reduce others so that we can be better. The reality is that we reduce others so that even the little we do looks like it's great. We need greater input, we need better contributions, we need everybody on all sides to be participating in the national project. The fact is that we need to build generational blocks of people who are committed to excellence in Nigeria. We can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. National progress, in fact, that we need, there are many ways of us getting there by collaborating with all people across ethnicities, across religion, across the country. Nigeria needs a more productive way of doing politics. And as we approach a new election, it is important that we encourage our better angels for national excellence rather than generating the poison of the well of national discourse, so that our young are disaffected and disillusioned and are destructive in contributing towards the demise of our country.